Sharp rock jumps upon the scene with a lean and a pocket full of green. The green doesn't symbolize I made it on the top, but RoboCop last year was a shock. The tone of the Popeye cut shook your butt. Kids are screaming, the media says what? Kind of you. The man with the plan and the band demand you. Leave the smack in the crack for the whack, for the ball and the knock, and smile like that. Leave the knife and the gun in the store and ignore temptation set by the nation. Racial game cause it's pain needs a new rep. In your heart and mind, never forget you Seth Hawkins, and when you're walking, you know what you're squatting. Black on black, remember that, it's important. Anyway, the shunless one bring forth the fun. No hatred, the summer's almost done. No time for sleep. Jump in your Jeep and pump up the funky beat. Holy beeper goes off, yo, smash it, then trash it. You're too young to be plumped in a casket. Just get your boys and bring the noise and just swing it. And party people sing it.
This is it. Been here for about 10 years now. Working full-time on bikes for about 7. But yeah, this is the daily gig. Everything from 36 to 84 and beyond. You know, recently I got some twin cams in here and shit like that. It's kind of new for me, but it's fun. Yeah. What else we do? Mainly fabrication. Don't really dabble in service too much unless we're doing like a full build or anything like that. What else? Yeah, what else you guys want to know?
Yeah, just give us a little background on the bikes you got in the shop right now. I'd love to see what you've been working on.
Yeah, right here's a Sportster for a customer, Chris. He's been real patient with his build. This one's taking a little bit longer than usual, but very worth it, you know. Blending all the pipes and shit like that, doing the powder coat here in house. We try to do all of the fab work, you know. Nothing really gets done outside of the shop, except for the seat. My buddy Mitch up in Brimfield, Mitch's Customs, does my upholstery. Yeah, wiring, all that good stuff gets done right here, man.
Nice. It's good to keep it in one spot.
Yeah, it's nice not to bounce your bike around to different shops here and there.
Yeah, absolutely.
If one person's capable, why not?
Absolutely. What's the square footage? Do you know off the top of your head?
It's a 30 by 40 building, and I got a 20 by 20 in the back for storage and future build and stuff like that, like
nice.
Other customers' bikes, like waiting list type shit. Keeps the shop less cluttered, for sure. Even though it's pretty bad right now. Shit everywhere. Got a twin cam FXR build going on right here. This is for another patient buddy of mine, Paul. This thing's been here for far too long too, but I'm finally finishing it up.
Nice.
It's another guy, Justin. That's a shovel build going together. That one's probably just going to do fab work. A lot of the work I do get is mounting tanks and, you know, tins and all that good stuff. And then usually people try to finish it on their own, but
nice.
They find their way back here usually before they're done. Yeah, man, it's a good time.
Yeah, dude. And tell us a little bit about this one. I'm interested to hear a little bit more.
That is buddy Joe. That one started off as just like a Paco frame. He first came by to do the frame. I did the window, the neck.
Right.
Did the cross brace, kind of like angled that a little bit.
Nice.
Yeah,
did you make that little kicker pedal on it?
I did not make that kicker pedal though. It's pretty cool though. Right, just some U's.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy.
No, this thing's sweet though. With the G5 mag and stuff like that. Yeah. It's got a lot of cool parts on it.
Beautiful.
Which I'm stoked on.
What kind of springer is that?
That's a Bone Orchard Springer. That's my buddy Brian actually makes those up in Oxford, Maine. Yeah. He's running a sale right now. I'm going to plug him real quick. 15% off the end of the year.
Hell yeah. Everybody check him out.
Check him out. No, he makes really quality shit. I ran him on a couple bikes, but he's...
Yeah. Quality looks
real fucking good fabricator.
Yeah, dude.
Someone I look up to for sure.
That's awesome.
Yeah, man. Got fucking kind of everything jammed into one little spot.
Yeah.
I pretty much do all my fabric on the lathe. Just turning down bushings and stuff like that, making spools for wheels, and then everything else gets kind of done on that mini mill.
Nice.
And then the Everlast, those are like my 3 big tools that I use like constantly every single day, pretty much.
Sweet. And everything's been reliable? You haven't had any problems?
Man, it's I got this lathe for like $600 probably 5 years ago now.
No shit.
Yeah, and the only thing I've changed is like the belt and some oil.
Dude.
Yeah, I couldn't believe like how
Incredible.
Yeah, I mean, knock on wood, but it's been good.
Buying new tools, you don't gotta do it if you don't need to.
Yeah, right. No, I love old shit. Usually
That's
it lasts much longer than the new stuff, and it's half
Yeah.
the price.
Tell you what,
the
can't
mill
beat it.
came with the shop. I bought this
Yeah.
off the whole place off my buddy
Nice. That's sweet.
about 11 years ago, and he's like, "I'm not going to do anything with it, so I'll just throw it in."
Nice.
Yeah, it's like the whole reason I actually wanted to buy the spot was because of the shop.
Yeah. I mean, it's like
Yeah,
the perfect amount of space.
perfect amount of space
Yeah.
for bikes. And stuff.
If you can make any shop work for 10 years, something's,
Yeah,
you got the right space.
exactly.
That's dope.
Never enough room though. I'm always
No.
looking for a bigger spot.
Yeah. That makes
Spread
sense.
some stuff out, get a little bit bigger tooling and shit like that.
Yeah, dude. Well, you can always go
For sure.
bigger, but the
For
fact
sure.
that you have a couple bikes at once that's a blessing. In and
Oh,
of
absolutely,
itself.
dude.
That's
Yeah,
dope.
I gotta fucking pinch myself all the time. Man.
Yeah,
It's like what
that's
I'm
awesome.
doing.
How long have you been in the game for?
It's a good question, honestly. Probably. I mean, I built my first bike right around when I was 18, 19. That's 14 years ago, 15 years ago,
Sweet.
and then kind of just been hooked ever since. Didn't stop. Just kept building bikes and going from there, man. And eventually, a couple people just asked me to, do some stuff for them, and I started doing it part time. I worked at my dad's shop. He owns an automotive place in Colonial Tire in Summers, probably 15 minutes away from here. But it pretty much sparked the, building stuff, fabrication, kind of tinkering with tools side.
Nice.
Did that for a long ass time. Did that for 10 years right out of high school. And then just kind of got into this shit, doing it part time here and there, and then eventually just full time. Had enough work where I could do it all the time. But I'm starting to do like a full control set.
Nice.
That's what all these other pieces are over here. Those are the clutch lever bases.
Yeah.
And these are the bodies. Just a couple of the floorboards.
Nice.
The left side, yeah, I'm gonna bend them all up in the press. Over there, cut them all out in the plasma cutter.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah, that little Langmuir system is pretty good for a cheap plasma cutter.
Hey everybody, this is Scooby from Scooby's Steel Supply. We're here in the shop today. We're interviewing Nate Plumb, and
What's up, guys?
fucking stoked to be here today. And so yeah, we're just gonna ask you a couple questions. Thank you for having us in your shop. We appreciate it.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah, we're just trying to sort of get a little industry insight and see what this guy's got going on, because we've seen the bikes, got a little tour going, but now I want to know more about the man behind the machine. So
yeah, bud.
yeah. So my first question is who or what got you into bikes originally?
My buddy Chris came by my house when I was like 15, 16. We just got our permits and shit. And he got a bike and just rode by. He was like, dude, you gotta try this thing. And that was kind of fucking it. It was an XS 650.
Yeah.
Just terrified going down the road the first time. I still remember that feeling, being so unsure and scared, but excited at the same time. Be like, yeah, I gotta fucking do this forever.
Hell yeah. There's nothing like that first ride.
Dude,
It's fucking terrifying.
Yeah, it was so scary, but we made it, didn't crash.
That's right.
Yeah, and I just hooked from there. Picked up a 72 Triumph. It was a T100C. It was a 500cc. I rode that for everywhere. I rode it to work, back and forth, on the highway, and maxed out at 55 miles an hour, just in the slow lane, the whole fucking time, but did not care. I was like, dude, this is the best.
Yeah, gotta pin it to win it, man.
Yeah, and after that, chopped that one up a little bit.
Nice.
That was the first custom thing I ever did, was with that bike.
Yeah.
That tank, that blue tank next to the 69 one up there, is that.
No shit, I thought I recognized the stripes.
Yeah, still got it.
Dude, that's gnarly. So now we covered, my next question was, what's your first bike? But we already covered it, that's perfect. Glad to hear that.
I love that bike, man. It was so simple, started all the fucking time, it's a fucking great bike.
It's just sick.
Great.
Those things are awesome, man. It's important to keep this piece of history alive. I mean, that's half of the battle,
Yeah, that is the part of the joy about kind of preserving them, or just kind of keeping them around on the road.
Yeah, absolutely. That's great. And I'm just wondering, because we're sitting around a lot of beautiful builds right now. What build is most sentimental to you? It's a loaded question.
Yeah, sentimental. Probably my purple shovel head. That was like the first bike that I really kind of dove into and like spent an immense amount of time on like every little part back then, which I thought was a lot of time. It really wasn't, you know, like, but I had that bike forever and it brought me everywhere. I fucking would just leave and it would never break down. Just go to like Maine for a weekend, load it up, do like 800 miles round trip, come back, like not even a thought, you know. It's just like such a trusting bike.
Nice.
That I was like just in love with it. And of course I took the motor apart to redo it and just never
Of
put
course.
it back together.
Gotta do it.
I had like an aftermarket knuckle lower end with 80-inch Harley wheels. And I threw that in it, you know, I was like slowly piecing together a knuckle, and I was like,
That's
dude,
awesome.
this fucking shit is so expensive. Like all the little parts and stuff was like astronomical compared to regular shovel panhead shit.
Yeah, dude. I bet.
So that's going slow.
That's awesome. The
Yeah.
thing sounds bit.
Hopefully
We'll
this
pull up
year
a
I'll
picture.
get it back on the road and
Yeah.
fucking give it its due diligence.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we'd love to come back and see it another time. Get a couple rollers or something.
Yeah,
going.
dude, you guys gotta come back during the summertime for sure.
Yeah, it'll be nice out here. You know, we may look festive, but it's mid-December right now, so we're going through it. It's cold in here.
Cold as fuck.
What do you think? Like, what's a mistake that you think taught you a lot? Because obviously, this industry is full of mistakes.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I make mistakes every day, dude.
Yeah.
Anytime you fucking want to try something new, you're bound to make tons of mistakes, but
Right.
just important not to get fucking bummed on it, or you know, kind of reel it in a little bit and not go too over your head with like, expensive materials and shit like that. Try to do like practice sheets and stuff like that on stuff with thinner stuff. I like to do a lot of like 16 gauge cutouts on the CNC instead of like a bigger part first, just because it's not as much money. You can kind of line up the holes and shit first without like wasting a big piece of material.
Nice. So you like to make smaller test pieces?
Yeah, it's just like kind of inevitable to make mistakes. So like everything's,
it's good practice.
It's gonna fucking happen.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's real.
To think that you're not gonna make mistakes in any kind of industry is like foolish. It's like, but I guess the biggest thing is not to try to give too accurate of quotes on this custom shit, because like stuff gets very carried away very easily. You know, to have to read people, make sure that they understand it's like a privilege and like gonna be a chore the rest of their fucking lives, kind of owning it almost, just because they take a little bit of more maintenance than your typical Honda or Toyota that people are driving. Yeah, it's a labor of love, you know. It's not just like
it's a lifestyle.
Yeah,
you know, you got to get with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it's hard to know what comes with this shit when it's all hypothetical.
Yeah,
you
people
know?
just kind of see it on the internet and just realize it looks cool and stuff, but then
I feel like it's interesting getting into the game at a time when we just have the internet.
Yeah.
Because I think about the guys that came before us, and, you know, who influenced this industry. You know, it's just crazy to think about how different it was, because the landscape changed a lot.
Yeah, I bet you. I mean, I feel like it used to be so much better as far as like you didn't really know what was going on, so you kind of had to go as crazy as possible. That's why there's so many insane motorcycles from that time frame. And now you can kind of just like get away with building kind of a bare bones, you know, patina build, and people are like, "That's amazing." It's kind of just,
I mean, you see a lot of the same shit.
Oversaturated motorcycles for sure, the same stuff. Which I think that would have been cool if you had like no idea what anyone was building. Anyone had to come like show up to a show without knowing what the fuck was gonna be there.
Yeah, you definitely keep good tabs on your competition.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
Sure, you know how crazy to go. I guess how much time to spend on some shit.
Yeah, true that. Here's one. You know, this one might sting a little bit, but what bike you regret selling the most? Because we all have one.
See, that's the thing. I don't sell anything. I'm horrible at selling stuff. But
that's great. Yeah. That's a great problem.
But probably the first bike.
Yeah, that's always the first.
Yeah, I mean, I just kind of ruined it. I wish I kept it stock, just because it's like a Triumph chopper, you know. I think they're cooler stock, but yeah, probably that one. I've kept like everything else. Yeah,
that's the way it should be. I gotta get like you, man.
I'm just like, what can I justify? Like, I'm gonna make like $3,000 off it, and that's like fucking 2 mortgage payments. I'd rather just like have this thing fucking hanging around, you know. I'll build it one day, kind of deal.
Yeah, it's a great point. I mean, hey,
or just save it for my retirement plan.
There you go. You can liquidate later.
People still want it, yeah.
I hope they do, you know?
I'm sure they will.
Let's see what else I got here. All right. So what's the biggest hurdle that you've had to overcome in a build project? Like something that was really hard for you first time, something like that?
I built a supercharged Evo.
Like
Probably
shit.
yeah, that's in the other building still too. We can take a look at that after.
Nice.
But that was definitely the most challenging, is figuring out just boost on a carbureted motorcycle, carbureted engine really, like learning all like where to put pressure, where to block it off in the carb kind of deal. You know, that was like very, very challenging. Pulley size, because I did an AMR 500 supercharger that was belt driven off the primary.
Yeah.
So different pulley sizes would change the speed of the supercharger and give it more or less boost.
Right.
So I machined pulleys the first time and it ended up being too much, and it would only run it like wide open kind of shit like that. And I would do a drag, not a blow through, blown through and a draw through carburetor, which would be on the front of the supercharger and suck it through and then put it in the engine. And that was just good at idle or wide open, like pretty much just set up for drag shit.
Damn.
Yeah, it was cool at wide open, but like trying to like regularly ride the bike, that's what I wanted to do, is kind of just make it like an actual rider just with a supercharger, you know?
Right. How many pounds were you running through it by the time?
Only like 3 or 4.
Nice.
I never changed it because it was a fresh motor. I kept it real low, and I never went back to it just because the customer was like,
to blow a motor.
Customer was like fine with it, didn't want to go any bigger. It was like,
sounds like a dope customer if they wanted a supercharged bike. That's awesome.
No, I'm fortunate enough to have a lot of really cool customers that are down to do a lot of the stupid shit that rolls through my fucking brain. I'm like, what if we do this? And they're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, well, we got a great centerpiece behind us.
Yeah, this is the most recent one. Built this for my buddy Chris. This one's actually going to go on its first road test tomorrow.
Nice.
Next, it's going to be like 40 plus degrees and sunny. So that'll be fun. Get it all salty and dirty. Yeah. But yeah, now definitely the supercharged bike was the biggest hurdle.
Yeah.
We figured it out. I ended up doing a blown through carb, which is the carb just right on the motor and the supercharger blowing air through the carb. Kind of had to block off a couple plates like the choke and stuff, and then run a pressurized line to the bowl. So it kind of acts like the main jet acts as a fuel injector when you get anywhere past boost. You have a fuel pressure regulator that hits the fuel pump with 1 extra PSI per pound of boost. So it's a 1-to-1 ratio, so it keeps it from blowing.
See, it sounds complicated just hearing about it.
There's thankfully a lot of information on it online, and I got to just like read it and be like, oh, okay, like I'm gonna do it this way because it's more streetable.
Yeah. But I've seen the guys over at Sugar Baby been doing some.
Yeah, that's sick. The fucking, it's like a right angle. It's like an M. It's an Eaton supercharger, but it's like off the side of the fucking bike with the right angle primary. He's making that. Yeah, that looks sick. Through a 2-throat. Looks fucking mean. Yeah. Yeah, they're always building sick bikes, doing sick shit.
Absolutely. Well, it's cool to hear that you're doing the same stuff over here in, Western Mass.
Yeah. I mean, that one's, yeah, it's kind of the same. I did mine off the back. He's doing his off the front, but that looks fucking a little bit more insanely complicated. He's making like the front housing and shit on it. Yeah. I just kind of like bolted a supercharger like to the frame and made a primary around it.
Hey, still sounds sick to me, man. That's dope. Let's see. So, when did you realize you could do this as your main hustle?
I went part-time. I was a mechanic for 10 years in my dad's shop. And I just slowly started getting bike work. I was just doing stuff like on my own on the side here. Right. And then eventually just had enough work where I felt comfortable enough to just kind of sending it and, doing it full-time. Nice. Trying to have like the discipline to get out here every single day when you're your own boss is definitely a challenge sometimes, but you really got to love it. You just do it 24/7 now. It's full time. You're either thinking about it on the weekends or like, planning for a next job or buying parts or anything like that. It's like 24/7.
Absolutely.
But it's sick, man. I wouldn't want to do anything else. I can't imagine doing anything else, really.
Well, it's great to do what you love, man. It's a blessing, and to be, successful and have this space with all these dope machines, Yep. It's amazing. They're
a challenge for sure sometimes when you want to do something different, but as soon as you get on a road test and fucking bomb down the road, it's like, that was so worth it.
Absolutely. And I also just think, we were talking on the way over, about fucking whether or not, how many people are involved with this business. And I was like, I think this is a one-man operation.
Yep.
And, at the end of the day, obviously, everybody's collaborating. You're talking about, your boy was doing the Springer on that one, and somebody was doing some seed on that one. But I think, just being a one-man operation it's really dope to be able to do
I
that.
appreciate it. It's cool some days it's not. Some days I wish I had another pair of hands, but
Absolutely.
I'm kind of a finicky dude when it comes to my stuff, so it's like I don't want to really oversee someone so much to the point where I feel like I'm not like getting my shit done.
Right, exactly.
Also, I feel like I don't tell people like, yeah, you're not doing it right, dude. That looks like shit.
Totally. That's
like,
part of the job. People do it like shit.
It's part of the boss. The boss part. I'm like, I don't want to do. I'm just gonna do it by myself for now.
Anyway, the shunless one bring forth the fun, no hatred. The summer's almost done, no time for sleep. Jump in your Jeep and pump up the funky beat. Holy beaver goes off, yo, smash it, then trash it. You're too young to be plumped in a casket. Just get your boys and bring the noise and just swing it. And party people sing it.